tune in with you, to drop into a psychic channel, allowing your heart to open up. My intention with this is to support you through anything you have going on in this world. We're going through a massive great awakening on this planet. So whatever lane of beliefs or systems you're choosing to, let's say, feast on, whatever way that is for you, I want this channel and this space to be an opportunity for you to come up for a breath of fresh air, for you to activate and deeply connect with the internal part of your soul, your internal well-being, your internal guidance system. I genuinely believe that for each and every single one of us, there's what I like to call the golden timeline. The golden timeline means that there is a timeline of experience available to you that is operating in your absolute highest frequency at all times. So my goal is to share these transmissions to help encourage me to be connected into that frequency, because sharing this in this way with you, I feel activates my divine purpose, my divine potential, my absolute love and joy for speaking and sharing with you in this way. And by means of that, we're able to connect in a very, very powerful way that opens the fields of awareness to the unified field of consciousness that encourages all of our hearts to connect even more deeply. I really believe that heart-centered connection is what is going to be the glue that moves us through this great awakening, that moves us through this conscious experience that we are all growing through together. If there is a buzzing in the background, I apologize. I've got this mic hoping to help with that sound, but we are here in Bali and we have a lot of cicadas. They're little bugs that are in the trees, and my house doesn't have any windows or walls, as you can see. It's completely open. So sometimes it gets really noisy, and I hope that you can hear me through that, because it almost seems that the second I start talking, they get really excited. So please, please, please just know that they are here supporting us as well, but we like to lovingly call it the Bali soundtrack here. So soak up those jungle vibes, soak up the jungle spirits. We've got all sorts of frogs and snakes and birds and bugs, and it's a really, really beautiful orchestra, all happening all the time. So I hope you can feel through that. I hope you can hear through that. And let's just go ahead and jump into a transmission. So, as we call in divine truth and love into this sacred space, we invoke the highest possible feeling for each and every viewer, replayer, and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. Beautiful. So the initial intention today is to be able to open your heart in such a way that it brings a new enlivening experience of the awareness of miracles. And I want to bring in a term that a woman that I follow, her name is Lacey Phillips. She's got a channel, it's called To Be Magnetic. I absolutely love it. But she has this process, and one of the components of it she calls finding expanders. And expanders are people in your world that you can see, that you can acknowledge, that actually have already accomplished either the whole component of something that you want to be able to experience in your world, in your life, or maybe even just a portion. Maybe they have experience jumping into a portion, or maybe they published a book, or maybe they have a family, or maybe they've been able to go onto a trip to Barbados, or whatever it is, but there's an expander. It's not something to be jealous or envious of. It's actually something that we can use to leverage within our own subconscious and conscious mind that says, oh, I can have that too. So we call them expanders. And I'm feeling this theme coming through for us to be able to connect with the energy of those expanders, to be able to connect with the energy of all those beings and all of those guides in our physical world and in the non-physical world. Because if you know me, you know I am a multi-dimensional cosmonaut going on all sorts of cosmic adventures, communicating with all sorts of cosmic beings. I want you to know that we are so incredibly deeply guided and supported in this world. also, my intention is to help open your heart of the awareness that you are not alone. You are so, so, so loved. You are so, so, so guided. You are so precious. And every little life experience that you have ever had is gearing you up to absolutely fulfill your divine purpose in the absolute perfect way for you. So, with that, my sweet love, let's go ahead and take a couple nice big deep breaths. I'm going to bring in some light codes, light transmissions that will help activate the DNA and bring a real clear sense of alignment to the theme that's coming up here. How can we expand our awareness so that we can manifest on an even greater scale for ourselves and start to see that things even from a small scale to a very large scale are very possible for us. So, with that, my sweet friend, go ahead and take a breath. Ia onakai si akatake anakai hu ukua pu unaku uwa katake an akai oasa anaya akwa o pu tukunakai ia sa adanakai ia fa utukurkakai unaku pu ukua usaya ha anaya ia kapu unaku uwa pu ha aka isa anaki awa hu uku upu ukanakai ito anakai ia wa ha aka sana ia wa o pu uku utuluku Itanakai, Iawa Ha'aka, Anasa, Iawa Ha'akapu, Uana Iawa, Hu'ukua Puna Ha'akiana, Iasa Anaka, Uapua, Hu'ukuna Ayasa Ania, Akapu, Uapu Unakayawa, Uasa Anayawa, Hu'upu Ukuanaki, Atanakai, Asa Anakiawa, Uapu Ukuna Ha'aka, Upua Anakai, Uasa Anaki, Iawa Ha'akapu, Ukunakai, Iawa Ha'anakai, Uapua Ha'aka Anaki, Itarake anakia ha'akapu ukua kua kua. Okay, so this is a message for you that you're watching. They're showing me that there's a pathway and avenue that's shown up for you that is for you, and to just simply know that it's a stepping stone. There's something that is in your field of awareness right now where you're wondering, should I do it, should I not do it? Well, the thing is that it's enough to get you out of your current trajectory that's actually going to bump you into another field of awareness that there's even more that's possible. It's like a coming out of hibernation. It's a coming into new energy. We've already talked about like this past full moon and the energy that's here and alive. And again, if you're watching the replay, this message is for you, so don't worry about the timing. That we've popped into this new field of new beginnings. And so how do we start these new beginnings? Well, there's going to be some opportunities that show up that shift energy, and it might not be exactly the big thing that you want to see right away, but what it is it's a buffer, it's a shift, it's just a little bit of movement that's going to shift enough of your field, enough of your environment, enough of your neural pathways that's going to bump you into a new trajectory that's going to be very, very, very supportive in the long run. So just know that there's some steps that are in the way. And as you're in those steps, maintain your clear focus of what it is that you are calling it. Maintain a clear focus of the bigger vision, and also be flexible with that. Yes, keep your eye on the big vision, but keep your eye on the big vision by means of the way that you want to feel, and let the universe conspire in your favor to bring opportunities that your mind cannot yet see or doesn't even know exist, but is going to allow room and spaciousness for that sense, that well-being inside of the center of your own heart to continue opening in such a way that so much awareness of your ability to co-create through the manifestation of feelings, sensations, frequency, and emotion, allowing that to open up, allowing that to purify, allowing that to be very, very clear in your center of heart, and allow your awareness to just open up and really just be a catalyst for so much more growth to be embodied. That's what we're here to do. We're here to ascend in our bodies. We're here to ascend in our consciousness. We're here to open our hearts in such a powerful way that we absolutely know who we are. We absolutely know why we're here. We absolutely know where we came from. We've pulled the amnesia off from over our eyes. We see ourselves more clearly. We see those that we love more clearly. We see our capacity to love has expanded. We see our capacity to love even more clearly as we open to the possibilities of this beautiful new energy coming into our life. We give ourselves the permission to really drop in, anchor into our bodies, through connecting to our root chakra, to connecting to the earth, to connecting to Mama Gaia, for allowing our sacral chakra, our male and female energy to be balanced hormonally, sexually, emotionally, intuitively, to allow that solar plexus, our energy distribution, and our will to be free, our free will to be able to be activated and utilized by our own sovereignty. That we have shifted through the programming, and there's so many years of programming that we are detoxing ourselves through to be able to find that clear channel to our own sovereignty, and that's what's available for us now at all times. Such a powerful, powerful experience. So letting your higher self in, allowing yourself to really be embodied in the complete totality of your infinite being by allowing your conscious mind to know what's happening. The embodiment doesn't happen without your egoic awareness. So when the mind is afraid of your higher self, or when the mind is afraid of the infinite aspect of the totality of who you are, you're actually blocking yourself from being able to embody your full power, your full sovereign power in that way. So as we activate the consciousness of our heart, moving up, right? We're activating the consciousness of our heart. It's clearing that pathway through truth, honest communication with ourselves first about our emotional well-being, our intuitive well-being. What are we feeling? What are we sensing? How are we navigating through this world? So from the heart, we move up into the throat. The throat is so beautiful to be able to sing, to be able to create, to be able to channel, to be able to, this is where your telepathic communication comes through. Broadband and liveband, or broadband and narrowband, meaning you can telepathically communicate to a large audience, and you can narrowband telepathy, communicating with one person at a time, one or two people. Then we have our clairvoyance in the sixth chakra, opening that up, breaking awareness into the third eye. Your imagination, your ability to visualize, that is using your clairvoyance. So the more that you understand that you are already using your psychic abilities, that's the difference between being unconscious to something and conscious. You're already using your psychic abilities. It's a natural part of your human design. And when you become consciously aware that you're doing it and what you're doing it, you actually become better at understanding how they work and how to control them. That's how we open to expand energetically into our cosmic beingness. So the 7 weeks to embody your higher self course that you've probably heard me talk about is still available. That course is going to open your mind, your heart, and your entire human experience for the rest of your life to have a very, very clear and conscious understanding of who you are as an infinite light source being embodied in human form, understanding where you came from, that your infinite beingness, your infinite body, your infinite consciousness, the part of you that is immortal, the part of you that lives on after your physical body, is your heart is no longer beating, existed before the moment of conception. So when we connect with that and we connect with the here and now, that part of you, your personality, some of the quirks, not the things that you learn from your family, but the parts of you that are absolutely unique to you. This is your signature frequency. This is your divine presence. This is your authentic code connected to source. It's so freeing when you connect with that part of yourself. So it is my greatest gift to be able to share this information with you in this way through these videos, and when you're ready to go deeper, go into it. I want to let you know that the price is increasing at the end of November. So be sure to click the link in the description below so that you can learn a little bit more about it. There's a link tree there. In the link tree, you'll find the connection to the 7 weeks to embody your higher self. So let's take another nice big deep breath. Let's bring in one more channel of codes. I'll keep it short and sweet. And if you haven't already, I highly suggest you tune into the full moon transmission that we did last week. It was so powerful and so gentle. I really love gentle healing. I really love gentle transformation. There's so much challenge going on that let's make this as easy and seamless and loving as possible. That's my full and soulful goal here for all of us. So with that, my sweet love, take a nice big deep breath, integrating all that you have learned in this short period of time. Ayo ona kia asataniki ia ha'akapu ukuana ha'akia uapuana ha'aya. Ikuana aya aqua uapuana kiawa. Oasa anaya aqua utunukua ha'akanaya. Isayana iawa ho'opu ukuana iawa. I oanaya akanaya asua o tukunakiawa. Iawa uapu uku unu ua uapu uku unua uapu uku. Ua sa anaya wa aka unakai ia tadaki anakai utukunakai uapu tukinakiawa haaka. Ia nayawa aka ua sa anaya ho'okapu. Ua ana aya akua asasana iawa uapu akua. A deep breath from your root chakra all the way down to the center of the planet. Allowing yourself to let go of all stored energy that has been used, that is no longer relevant, that is no longer present. And allow yourself to really feel that anchoredness in the center of your you-ness, the center of your own being. I encourage you to tune back in and listen to this as many times as you'd like. Feel free to continue to tune into other videos on this channel. I really, from the center and core of my heart, I create them with the intention of supporting your human journey. At the very base foundation, it's like things can get really challenging, life can get really challenging, emotions can get really challenging, decisions can get really challenging. Like I said, I hope that this channel is a breath of fresh air for you to come to when you're maybe feeling lost or confused, or you even just want a boost of clarity for things that are coming for you in your life. And when you get that stability, when you feel that anchored stability and sureness of who you are, your presence, I really hope and pray that these transmissions also help to accelerate your journey in a really powerful and beautiful way that encourages all the love in your heart to be fully actualized and fully expressed. May all the wisdom of the consciousness of your heart be fully connected to the consciousness of your mind and your intuitive intelligence, that all aspects of your being be fully in line with one another, that decisions are clear and easy, and when challenges arise, you know and have full faith in yourself, that you are fully capable and ready to accelerate into the next step of your own journey, opening up to a greater bond of what is here and now and what is beyond. And so again, if you haven't already, like, shared, subscribe, all that stuff. It really, really helps. I appreciate the support in advance. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you so much for sharing life with me. And as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. I am so deeply grateful for you and so deeply honored by you. Thank you for being here with me. I do hope to see you in class. I do hope to see you in our deeper dives. We have an advanced level psychic development course as well that is after the 7 weeks to embody your higher self course. So with that, my sweet friends, I adore you. I love you. I hope you have an absolutely well and blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you again. I'm going to be live tomorrow. If you're watching the replay, catch me on the next live sometime. All right, my dears. Ciao.